Hello, I'm back again. 3 videos in one day. Let's roll. All right, so I did get the guitar tuned. Here's what it sounds like as it's tuned. Okay. Now, when I first began, like I said, went through several trials and tribulations of figuring out how all of this really works because I didn't know anything. So initially, I went to a person who was teaching me to play the guitar. I went there, I don't know, 5, 6, 7, 8 times, something like that. It wasn't a ton, but I got some information from this person on helping me and how to play and so on and so forth. And one of the things that we talked about was uh, learning the D scale was the first scale, and I kind of showed you that a little bit in a previous video. With that being said, there's so many things that a person can do by learning these scales, and you can even do different songs with understanding the scales. But uh, picking the strings is different than playing a full chord, and so I learned by picking the strings to begin my journey in all of this. And one thing a person can kind of think about doing as they can't see is, again, as I mentioned before, feeling where the frets are, which is those bars that are all along the neck of the guitar. You can feel them below the strings. Is being able to count those to figure out where your fingers are, and eventually you'll memorize it. Couple quick notes: it's really important to play with good posture, making sure your fingers are arched in, so your hands arched, your fingers are arched in, so they're not touching multiple strings at one time as you play a particular note. Now, with that also, the ability to play, it's better to play if you're able to do it sitting up. And I'm sitting on a couch right now, but find a chair, something to where you can have decent posture and sit and feel like you've got plenty of room to play and go up and down the neck. Um, so this video, I just want to show you by doing the D scale, which is, oops, I just did it wrong myself. Okay, this is what happens when you're blind and you're not feeling right. I have my pointer finger, my middle finger, and my ring finger on the first fret, second fret, and third fret. And so understanding where that is really important. So what I do with the D scale is the third string up from the bottom. Again, that is the G string. I pluck that as an open. And when I say an open, that means I don't have any fingers on it. And so you'll pluck it with open, then you'll put your middle finger, which is on the second fret, holding down that string that's the third one up from the bottom, which is your G. So open, and it's going to be, so it goes open, and then your ring finger is the very last one you'll push down on the third fret. So open, closed, open, closed, closed, open, closed, closed. So hope that makes sense. If you have any questions, any thoughts about what I'm doing, anybody who's blind out there playing the guitar, if you have any extra inputs, please don't hesitate. Along the last part I'll say to you is, after I got done going to that person who was teaching me that 8 times, I went on to YouTube and started researching different ways to play. And I gotta throw a shout out to Matt McCoy, who's a Christian country guitar player who's on YouTube. He's got a 4 chord method on it. I'll talk about that at another video. I can't claim to take that on all myself, because that definitely, I learned it and it has helped me out a great deal. and I'll explain why it helps and how it works and all of that in a different video. But understanding that D scale. And once you get that down, it's also helpful to do it in reverse. And practicing that, that'll allow you then to play songs like Happy Birthday. Oh boy, I messed that up already. All right, till the next video, keep on rolling.